Welcome to the Philippines. This is Manila, the city that business analysts have named the #1 place in Asia for investing. Why is that, and is it safe? To find out the answers to those questions and to find out why I'm investing here, follow me. The Philippines is home to over 100 million people. That's a small number compared to China, India, and the US, but the key number to focus on here is the country's GDP growth, which is a strong 6.9%, the highest in Southeast Asia and even more than China. That's the first reason many investors are eyeing the Philippines for inbound investment. In 2017 alone, the central bank reported $10 billion in inbound investments, reflecting a 21% year-on-year increase. In addition to growing GDP and FDI, another reason that makes the Philippines attractive for investment is the mass infrastructure upgrade to the country and to Manila. Construction is underway on the 8 enormous bridges to connect all of the major islands. And when it comes to Manila, the capital city, the airport highway construction is complete, and an elevated highway connector and an underground metro rail network are under construction now. With these positive indicators, housing prices in Manila are starting to rise, similar to the times in Beijing and Shanghai in the early 1990s. So residential high-rise projects are booming everywhere in the city. Which one is best? I've chosen to buy a unit here at Elements Residences for only $50,000. For me, it's location, 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 and this development is in the exact center of the city in the Old Wealth district called Pasig. If you know Shanghai, it's similar to Jing'an district. Pasig is strategically located on Shaw Boulevard like Shanghai's Nanjing Road, and it's next to the EDSA elevated highway with luxury properties and the Shangri-La Hotel nearby. Pasig is also located between Manila's 2 financial districts, Makati and Bonifacio Global City, and only 12 kilometers away from the airport. Standing in the construction site, it's hard to imagine what the apartment building will look like in 2021, so let's go see the model units. Nice to meet you. You gonna show me the tower? Elements Residences has 2 towers named Nehru and Iray. Nehru is sold out, but Iray Tower has available units that are 23, 45, and 68 square meters in size. The units come with the walls, floors, and bathrooms completed, so owners only need to provide furniture. The buildings also have a sky garden, resort-style swimming pool, indoor playground for kids, music room, living area, mini theater, gym, and yoga room for all of the residents to use free of charge or minimal charges. Other amenities include 2-pin duck-pin bowling, karaoke room, and a games room with mahjong tables, making it a perfect place for a staycation when visiting Manila, or a prime property to rent out on a platform like Airbnb. Elements Residences is a project of GFL, which stands for Golden Forum Land, a local development company with over 12 years of successful projects. I sat down with our president and CEO, Harvard Yu, who told me why this residential development is a safe investment.
We are GFL Metro Communities. We started in 2005. When we started, we were blessed to get a property at Bonifacio Global City. And our chairman thought that looking forward, during that time, there was not much buildings there. But if you look at it today, it is what it is. It's one of the fastest growing cities in the Philippines, or in Manila. Our chairman thought that it would be a good way to start our business and put up a condominium tower there, which we at that time thought we were selling at a good price. But then just prices today are 6-7 times up. We think we're doing the same thing in our present project right now, which is Elements Residences. 2 of the largest banks in the Philippines supporting us. They are our depository disbursement banks. We work hand in hand with them. One of the banks, we work with them through our whole process ever since our first project. Foreigners can invest in the project. We've had a lot of Japanese and Koreans buying individual units. We've also had Chinese investors coming in who like to buy whole floors. We're currently in discussion with some investors coming in who would come in and buy them for rental or for sale later on. You can reserve a unit by just paying 25,000 pesos, or we can help you finance the unit over 3 years, or the buyer can choose to pay the transaction in full. We started with Cebu Tower, we started with 55,000 per square meter, and it's currently selling at around 180,000 per square meter. We look at it the same way with Elements Residences, that after a 7-year period, you would get that kind of return. In 3 years' time, when the building's complete, we can help the investor rent out the unit, or they can flip it for a profit.
With the first tower sold out, and with 2 depository banks backing this project, Elements Residences will be a surefire success when completed in 2021. But what about the political climate between China and the Philippines? Luckily for now, and for the next several years, President Duterte has expressed his desire for China's President Xi to treat their country like a Chinese province in terms of trade, help with infrastructure, and inbound investment. Currently, China is capping outbound investments to $50,000, which is perfect for this project. Buying property in the Philippines is different than buying property in China, where you own a lease on the building, but not the land. Here, when you purchase a unit, you become a partial owner of the land. Other differences can be found in construction materials and green technology, all of which are used in the Elements Residences project. Leonic Chua, Vice President of GFL, took me to the construction site and explained to me more.
Is this built on a floodplain?
This area is not built on a floodplain. As you can see, we are built on the highest point in Metro Manila, and then the drainage in this area was made in such a way that all of the water is drained directly to the Pasig River and then straight to Laguna Lake and then to Manila Bay. So flooding in this area is impossible. We're using cinder blocks as walls and dividers between the rooms and between the units. These cinder blocks are actually sound deadeners, wherein any noise coming from the outside of the building or from different units cannot come into your unit. And this blocks also serves as an insulator from the heat outside. So once you have your aircon turned on, you have your aircon running more efficiently compared than the usual hollow blocks.
非常欢迎你们来菲律宾 Manila 看看 Elements Residences.
One final reason to invest in the Philippines is that a $50,000 investment grants the investor a retirement visa. This is valid even for Chinese citizens, so as you think of sunny, warm places where you want to retire, then remember Elements Residences in Manila.
If the secret to real estate success is location, 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 then the secret to a great investment is timing, timing, timing. There's a Chinese saying, 机会留给有准备的人. So if you're ready, let's go.
If you want to know more, add me on WeChat and join a trip to Manila to see Elements Residences for yourself.